Oh, we're in Guy's Hill and we're picking up a very beaten up old piece of Rosando furniture. We're going to pick it up, restore it. You're going to see the whole thing. I'm very excited. I'm very cold. Let's go. This is ours, Nettie. This is ours. We actually got this back into the workshop. This is funny. The back legs just fell off when I brought it in. So we've got 2 legs to repair. I think Rosando, like, they didn't have a great deal of designs. They didn't punch out a bunch of stuff like Fleur or a bunch of other mid-century Australian makers. Like, a lot of their designs are just a little bit quirky and a little bit weird. Like this sort of shelf, and their veneer work is beautiful. It's really pale. And one thing I'm concerned about is when we strip this, it's gonna go to that orangey kind of color, because this is a degraded finish. The finish is almost turned yellow rather than the timber. So it looks yellow, but it's mainly a milky, opaque finish that we're going to strip, and then it's going to end up going kind of orange, but I don't mind this pale look. It was almost the start of like modern cabinet making. These things are almost made like kitchen cabinets. We can see where this construction style started. Oh, that's tight. Oh, it's coming. Here we go. My goodness, these things have never been turned. This one. This seems like you're being brutal, but the little tap often helps loosen all the oxidization, all the rust. Oh man, that is crazy. Oh. Oh, he didn't get it. This piece has that smell where it just doesn't, it seems like it hasn't been opened for like 30 years. This brush has probably seen its stripping days. It's probably over, isn't it, for that? Look at all that milk coming out. Jesus. We have some really good old cuts of Zebrano, which is this lovely rare timber. I'm in 2 minds whether I take it all off and pop new bits on, or if we maybe put that down and then run a repair. It's probably better to do that. Seems so powerful. I mean, they used it to move trains. But in order to get the timber to expand, everyone knows that if you hit it with water, it gets soaked. But if you hit it with steam, you can drag out small dents or dings or bruises. This one door, for some reason, is just a different color. It's like yellow compared to the rest, and I'm just trying to get a little bit of white, milky rawness into it, so it looks sort of a bit more unfinished and not so yellow. It's just, sometimes this happens, there's one that is just like not quite right. I feel like it's very close. I feel like we'll match the colouring. That was one of the most frustrated I've ever been. But it's very difficult to make timber go lighter. And it's had a lot of orange left in it. But I'm super happy. But who wants a cabinet with one funny looking door? I like to use tools that predate the piece. This is like a 110-year-old screwdriver.